In recent years, public conversations around health, vulnerability, and emotional well-being have become more open, and figures like Tia Mowry have found themselves at the center of these discussions, not because of spectacle, but because of humanity. As a longtime public figure who grew up in front of the camera, Tia has faced moments where private challenges intersected with public curiosity, reminding audiences that even familiar faces carry unseen burdens. While rumors and speculation often swirl around celebrities, what remains most important is the truth that Tia, like many others, has navigated periods of physical strain, emotional exhaustion, and personal recalibration, with quiet strength, choosing care, rest, and privacy over performance. These moments have not defined her by fragility, but by resilience, revealing the depth behind a smile audiences have known for decades. Born into duality, childhood as a twin. Tia Mowry was born on July 6, 1978 in West Germany, just minutes before her identical twin sister, Tamera, beginning a life that would forever be shaped by duality. From the earliest days, Tia was rarely seen as an individual. She was one half of a matched set, a twin navigating the world in tandem with another soul who shared her face, her history, and much of her destiny. Raised in a biracial family that moved frequently due to her father's military service, Tia learned early what it meant to feel different, to exist outside easy categories, and to adapt quickly. These experiences fostered sensitivity, empathy, and a deep emotional awareness, but they also planted seeds of anxiety and self-questioning that would surface later in life. Hollywood at a young age. When the Mowry family relocated to California so Tia and Tamera could pursue acting, childhood gave way quickly to responsibility. Auditions replaced classrooms, rejection became routine, and success was never guaranteed. Tia carried not only her own dreams but the weight of her family's sacrifices, internalizing a belief that failure was not an option. This pressure shaped her work ethic and discipline, but it also robbed her of normal adolescence. By the time Sister premiered in 1994, Tia was still a teenager, yet already accustomed to scrutiny, expectation, and the unspoken rule that vulnerability must be hidden behind professionalism. Fame, identity, and quiet struggles. The success of Sister brought financial stability, cultural impact, and admiration, but it also intensified Tia's internal struggle with identity. Playing a twin on screen mirrored her real life so closely that the line between character and self blurred. She was celebrated, yet rarely seen as separate from her sister, and this lack of individual distinction quietly eroded her sense of self. During these years, Tia grappled with body image concerns, industry colorism, and the emotional fatigue of representing more than just herself. While audiences saw confidence and humor, behind the scenes she wrestled with comparison, insecurity, and the pressure to remain flawless in a world that offered little grace for mistakes. Adulthood, love, and reinvention. As adulthood arrived, Tia faced the daunting question that confronts many former child stars. Who am I without the role that defined me? The years following Sister required reinvention, professionally and personally. She pursued new acting roles, expanded into hosting and entrepreneurship, and eventually married and became a mother, hoping to build the sense of grounding she had long sought. Motherhood brought joy, but it also revealed emotional vulnerabilities, including exhaustion, self-doubt, and the challenge of balancing career ambitions with family life. Through it all, Tia continued to show up, learning through experience that growth often arrives not through triumph but through endurance. Family bonds and emotional distance. The bond between Tia and Tamera has always been central to her story, yet adulthood inevitably reshaped that closeness, as both women built families, careers, and identities that extended beyond their twinhood. Distance, emotional and physical, emerged. This shift was deeply painful for Tia, who had relied on that bond as a source of stability since birth. The public, accustomed to seeing the twins inseparable, often misunderstood this evolution, framing it as conflict rather than natural change. For Tia, it was a quiet grief, learning to love differently, to let go of what once was, and to accept that closeness does not always look the same across seasons of life. Loss, reflection, and inner strength. The passing of Tia's mother marked a profound turning point, forcing her to confront grief in its rawest form. Losing the woman who had protected, guided, and believed in her through every stage of life left an absence that could not be filled. Grief softened her, deepened her empathy, and reshaped her priorities. Rather than retreating entirely, Tia leaned into reflection, therapy, and honest self-assessment, recognizing that healing is not about erasing pain, but learning how to carry it with compassion. These experiences stripped away illusion, leaving behind a clearer understanding of what truly matters. Redefining success on her own terms, in recent years, Tia Mowry has consciously stepped away from external definitions of success, choosing instead to focus on wellness, authenticity, and presence. She has spoken openly about emotional health, personal boundaries, and the importance of slowing down, messages that resonate far beyond celebrity culture. Her career today reflects intention rather than urgency, creativity rather than pressure. Whether through acting, entrepreneurship, or advocacy, she has reclaimed ownership of her narrative, proving that growth does not require constant visibility, only honesty and courage. A story. Still unfolding. Tia Mowry's journey is not a tragedy nor a fairy tale. It is a deeply human story of adaptation, loss, resilience, and self-discovery. She has lived many lives within one: child star, twin icon, mother, entrepreneur, and individual still learning who she is beyond labels. Her strength lies not in perfection, but in persistence, in choosing to move forward even when clarity is absent. As her story continues to unfold, what remains most powerful is her willingness to be real in a world that often demands illusion, reminding us that survival itself can be an act of quiet heroism.